Alone in the Dark is a computer game adaptation. It is directed by Uwe Boll and it stars Christian Slater, Tara Reid and Stephen Dorff. Now this film, or any film by Uwe Boll for that matter, has a reputation as being one of the worst movies ever made. Uwe Boll, for anyone who doesn't know, he's this man who he's made quite a few films, to be honest, quite a few. This is my first go around with him. I've been meaning to get to some of his work for quite some time, just out of sheer curiosity, to be honest. Yeah, he's widely regarded as one of, if not the worst director ever made. He famously had some boxing matches with some of his critics. He invited his critics, anyone who would take him on, into the ring. Two actually did. I think they're on YouTube. You can check them out. They're quite funny. Yeah. This is a guy with a real seriously bad reputation. This film's got a 1.1 on Letterboxd. So I was like, this is going to be terrible. It's going to be so terrible. I've seen worse, I've got to say. This isn't a good film. Don't get me wrong. It's not a good film. But I've seen much worse. In the world of computer game adaptations, I've seen much worse. Now, I'm not a gamer, so that could play into this an awful lot. I could not tell you anything about the game upon which this is based. Okay, so please take that into account before you take on board anything I say in this review. I don't play computer games. I've never played nor even read about the game upon which this is based. So I couldn't tell you how well it adapts that game. I'm guessing not very well. Now, I can understand if you're a fan of the game and this film, for whatever reason, takes a big fat dump all over that game. I can understand you not liking the movie. So I've said that. I've said my piece. As someone who's never played the game, has got no interest in playing the game, will never play the game, I watched this film and I was like, yeah, it's alright, pass the time. It's 90 minutes of, bad special effects, cliched characters, a fairly charismatic, as always, Christian Slater, an actor I've always liked, ever since Heathers, really. I just, even in something like this, some schlocky kind of crap. I don't know if this got a cinema release. I think it did. I seem to recall seeing the poster back when I worked at a cinema, so it must have done. As a cinema release, it looks like it's made for straight to DVD. The special effects, the creature special effects in it are really bad. Like it's CGI and it just looks like a first go around, and they've just said, yeah, go on, release it like that. So in that regard, yeah, it's not good. But as far as, a cohesive story, it's cohesive enough. Again, as far as computer game adaptations go, the bar has not been set particularly high, There aren't that many computer game adaptations out there that I would say are good, let alone great. And this is just one of many that kind of sits somewhere in the middle. It's not offensive to me, again, because I've not played the game, so it's not ruining anything. It's not destroying my childhood or anything like that. It's just Christian Slater being fairly cool, going around on an adventure, kind of Indiana Jones on a budget, and there are some action beats in there, some action sequences that are fairly entertaining. They keep the running time moving. They keep my interest. I don't get bored. There are times when I sit there thinking, yeah, I could probably be doing something else, but I'll see it through to the end. And I know that's not a ringing indictment of greatness. you know, if that was a poster quote, you're not going to want to go and see that movie. But for a film that's got a 1.1 on Letterboxd by a director who is often argued as the worst director of all time, I honestly expected this film to be far, far worse. As it stands, I'd put it smack bang in the middle. It's not good, but it's not great. It's a 2.5 out of 5 from me. That being said, what do you think? Did you stand by that 1.1 letter score? Or like me, do you just think, yeah, generic, whatever? Leave your comments down below. Let me know your thoughts on Alone in the Dark. Thank you for watching this review, and until next time, cracking.